Testing, testing, testing. Hi there, guys. My name is Rohan, and today we are going to be talking about the rules and guidelines in tennis. Today we are going to be checking out the rules and guidelines of tennis. So, tennis takes place in a court which is 78 feet wide and length 78 feet, width 36 feet. Okay, and there's a net in the middle with a few other stuff and yada yada. So we're going to be looking at the rules and guidelines of tennis. Okay, so how is tennis played? Well, you and the opponent have a tennis racket, and one person will go behind the lines, okay, and will serve and have to hit this box here, the opposite side box. And then how the game is played is once the ball hits, the opponent can take one bounce and has to hit the ball back to the other side. Okay? Now, this dance will continue until the rhythm will be stopped. When the opponent does not return the favor, then you get the point. Okay, but how do you win tennis? In order to win, okay, you have to at least get 4 points, 2 points ahead of your opponent, of course, which equals one game. You have to at least have 6 games to equal one set. You have to have 3 sets in order to win. Okay, that's basically how it goes. And by the way, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and 4 points are written down like this in tennis. 1 point equals 15, 2 points equals 30, 3 points equals 40, and 4 points is game. Okay? Now, in the case that you are tied, right, between 40-40, then it will be a deuce. So the person who scores 2 in a row wins. Okay? Now, that's basically the main gist of tennis. Okay? Now, let's look at some stuff that you're not allowed to do. For example, uh, hitting the ball outside the area. Okay, hit the ball outside, then unless it bounces inside, then goes out, it's safe. Okay, so if the ball hits outside the area, it's a foul. Okay, if the ball is hit on the net and it lands on your side, then uh, you lose they award the point to the next person, because all the stuff you should not do, if you do it, then the opponent gets a point. Third one is a double bounce, since you only are allowed one bounce to hit back. So if it's a double bounce or more, then your opponent gets a point. If you touch the net, your opponent gets a point. You cannot use any body parts, only the racket face. Okay, and a double fault. Okay, and all of this gives 1 plus a point to your opponent if that happens. Now, that's basically it on tennis, but here are a few stuff to get some clarity. For example, what is a fault? Well, a fault is basically if you serve and you fail, you get a fault, okay? So you're given a second chance. So on that second chance, if you fail again, it's a double fault and your opponent gets the point, okay? The next thing is a let, which basically if you serve and the ball hits the net to the other side, then you're allowed to reserve, okay? And it's not counted as a fault, okay? That is a let. An ace is basically when you serve, right? You hit the ball on the other side and your opponent cannot hit the ball on the other side. It's called an ace and you get rewarded the point. And an advantage. Basically, during a deuce, if you gain 1 point, you're considered to have the advantage. You still need one more point to win, but unless your opponent gets the point, then it restarts, right? And then the final thing that can happen is a tiebreaker. So if it's 6-6, right, for a set, then a new game will play, okay, for 7 points. And whoever wins that gets the game and gets the set. And the first person to 3 sets wins the game of 10, the match. of tennis. That's basically the rules and guidelines of tennis. That's basically it. Thank you for watching this video and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.